I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are here taking a look at the brand new 2013 edition of Apple's 15-inch MacBook Pro. This is the model with the Retina display. Well, this is frankly the main MacBook Pro now. We don't need to say Retina every time anymore. Now, if you look at it, you'll say, this looks a lot like the 2012 version of the Retina MacBook Pro, and you would be right. The changes here are on the inside, but they are pretty significant. This is still, thin and light for a MacBook Pro. It's not quite Ultrabook level. It's still a little thick and heavy to carry around every day in your backpack. I'm not sure I'd want to do that, but it's certainly a lot thinner than the traditional MacBook Pro. They have the optical drive. That's one of the things you lose here, but it fits very nicely in the desktop, and you can stick it in the bag and take it with you if you really need to. What I'm most excited about is this MacBook Pro finally has one of those big updates we've been waiting for. The MacBook Air had it. The iMac got it. Now we have got Intel's 4th generation Core i series chips, otherwise known by the codename Haswell. And what that gives you is a modest performance boost. You get better onboard graphics. That's all great, but what you really get is much better battery life. And in previous laptops, both PCs and Macs that we've tested with these new Intel chips, you really do get a very nice battery life boost. Apple says that the 15-inch version of the MacBook Pro is going to run for 8 hours. They say that the smaller 13-inch version that I have right here is going to run for 9 hours. This is one of those rare cases when in our battery testing, they actually sometimes run a little bit longer. What you get is also some of the other new upgrades that both Macs and PCs have gotten this year, at least the high-end ones. You got 802.11 AC wireless. In this case, with the other Macs, you've got PCIe type of SSD storage, which is supposed to run a little bit faster. And of course, you have Thunderbolt 2. And you still get HDMI on this and USB 3.0. I think the most surprising thing to me about these new MacBook Pros is that Apple actually cut the price of them a little bit. They did this with the 13-inch MacBook Air as well. So the 15-inch MacBook Pro now starts at $1999. That's still very expensive, but it's a little bit less than it was last year. I could let you in on a little secret, though. We got a more high-end configuration here. This thing has got discrete NVIDIA GeForce 750M graphics, and it's got 16 gigs of RAM and a 512 gigabyte SSD, and that's going to cost you like $25.99. Still a hefty investment, but a very, very powerful laptop. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the 2013 Apple 15-inch MacBook Pro.